Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, October 7th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. So, first, we'll start with what happened in baseball yesterday. The first game was the Dodgers and the Phillies. Dodgers won 4-3. Both starters in this game, the lefties, Blake Snell for the Dodgers and Jesus Luzardo for the Phillies, they both dealt. They were fantastic. Blake Snell got the win. He went 6 innings, gave up no runs on 1 hit and 4 walks. He struck out 9. And then Jesus Luzardo went 6 innings. He gave up 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk, struck out 5. He did end up getting the loss in this game. Um, and he was really good, even though he gave up the 2 runs. But just Blake Snell was better. Second half Snell, it's a real thing. And he gets better as this season gets deeper. Um, so the Dodgers go up 2-0 in the series, going back to LA. Um, and that's massive. Just the fact that the Dodgers were able to get the 2 road wins, and now they have 3 chances. All they gotta do is win 1 game over the next 3, and 2 of them are at home. Yamamoto is gonna pitch one of those games, so you really think that, man, Dodgers have this all but won, and which is unfortunate. I really thought the Phillies were gonna do it. I had the Phillies going all the way and winning the whole dang thing, but it does not appear to be that way unless there is a crazy comeback in store for the Fightin' Phils. The save went to Roki Sasaki, who just got 1 out. It got close. Phillies scored 3 runs in the eighth and the ninth inning, almost tied the game, but could not. So the Dodgers beat the Phillies. The other game was the Brewers and the Cubs. The starting pitcher rather, was Aaron Ashby. He went an inning and 2/3, got 3 earned runs on 3 hits for the Brewers. And then Shota Imanaga was the starter for the Cubs. He got the L in this one, going 2 2/3, giving up 4 earned runs on 5 hits. He struck out 3 and walked none. He did give up 2 homers. The winning pitcher was the Miz, Jacob Mizorowski. The electric young starter for the Brewers came out of the bullpen and went 3 strong innings while striking out 4. And the Brewers take 2-0 lead in the series going back to Chicago. The Brewers, their offense looks very good. And what I think is ironic is every single run in this game came by way of the homer. In the first game, the Brewers were small balling the heck out of the Cubs, hit after hit after hit. But a 3-run homer for Seiya Suzuki in the top of the first, followed up by a 3-run homer by Andrew Vaughn in the bottom of the first. And then Wilson Contreras. Is it Wilson or William? I think it's Wilson. Oh, William. Sorry, the brothers, man. I got mixed up. William Contreras hit a solo homer, and then Jackson Churio, who was questionable going into the day, hit a 3-run homer in the fourth. And that was it. No runs after the fourth. Brewers win 7-3 and take a 2-0 lead in the series. As for today, the Tigers and Mariners have not started. They're still in a rain delay. The starting pitching will be Logan Gilbert for the Mariners and Jack Flaherty for the Tigers. Advantage Seattle, but it is going to be a home game for Detroit, the first home game of the playoffs. They've already played 5 games in the playoffs, and this is the first one they're playing at home, so that's a big advantage for them. And we're just waiting around for that game to start. The other ALDS series goes to the Bronx with Shane Bieber starting for the Blue Jays. As you remember, if you remember, he got dealt from the Guardians to the Blue Jays at the deadline. Carlos Rodon, the former Giant, will start for the Yankees. The Blue Jays need just 1 game to win the series. Could it be tonight? Who knows? It might be. I think Rodon is probably better than Bieber, but I don't know. Bieber has looked good in the couple of games that he has started. So actually, never mind. He's not. He's allowed to earn run every start this season, so maybe not that good. You never know. That Blue Jays offense, it looks potent, but maybe the series being in New York will make a difference. So yeah, those are the games. What else we got? Football last night. I said I think the Jaguars could beat the Chiefs in an upset, and guess what, man? That happened. It was a weird play at the end. Trevor Lawrence tried to hand the ball off, I think, or do something. He fell down and then fell down again and then got back up and ran it in for a score. And the Jaguars won the game 31-28. Pretty entertaining Monday night game. It was a good game. And Jaguars beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs are now 2-3 on the season, while the Jaguars advanced to 4-1. They beat some. Well, they beat some. They beat up on Carolina, and they beat Houston at home. They beat us, obviously, and then the Chiefs. So maybe the Jaguars are for real. Wait till they play Indianapolis. We'll kind of see how the AFC South is looking. Both of those teams are 4-1. That'll be exciting for sure. And then um, the other news that we have, of course, hockey starts today. The National Hockey League season begins. We got three games: the Panthers and the Blackhawks, the Penguins and the Rangers, and the Avalanche and the Kings will all face off tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna share my hockey knowledge. It's not that much. I like the Sharks. I like them a lot. I'm really looking forward to this season, even though I know that we're not gonna win very much. But the future is teal. The future is so bright for the Sharks. It's unbelievable. The amount of high draft picks that we have on the roster and how many picks we have in the upcoming years, the amount of talent that we have, the young talent, it's really something. I've been saying this for the past 3 or 4 years, maybe not that much, but a good amount of years. I've been saying the Sharks will win the Stanley Cup in the year 2029. I think we'll be bad this year, and then we'll be like 500 next year, and then the year after that we'll make the playoffs and lose in the second round, and the year after that we'll win the whole thing in dominant fashion, kind of like the Thunder. You know how the Thunder traded away Paul George and all those guys and all their like older vet stars, and they got a whole bunch of picks back, and they got SGA, and they kept getting those picks and those draft first rounders, and then they were so good last year they won the whole thing. That's what's happening with the Sharks. That's the comparable team, even if it is another sport. The Sharks don't play till Thursday though, so we have a little bit of waiting to get to. They play Vegas, and I only watch the Sharks for hockey pretty much, so I know that Vegas, we do not like them. Um, we do not like Vegas. We don't like a lot of teams, and a lot of teams they just don't see us as a threat, but not for much longer. The future is teal. Let's go. For my pick for the Stanley Cup champion, as kind of a you know a very casual knower of the sport, I'm just going to be boring, and I'm going to say the Panthers are going to three-peat because they're up 2-1 at the end of the first period. So I'm going to be boring because I don't know any other good teams. Well, I know some good teams, but the Panthers have won the last 2 years, and I think they're going to do it again. But I don't know. I just want to see some good hockey. Um, Hopefully, Celebrini and Misa and Eklund, Will Smith, all those guys will ball out this year. Maybe we'll surprise some people, or we can tank and get another top three pick. You know, I'm just the thing with the Sharks is you're not really there for the wins; you're there for the vibes, and the vibes are excellent in San Jose. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode. We covered everything. Just waiting around for baseball to start. Hockey is starting, and basketball is about 2 weeks away. So in 2 weeks, we'll be in that magical period where every sport is on at the same time. Baseball will probably be in the World Series. Maybe not. Maybe the Championship Series. NFL will be well underway. Hockey will be good, and we also got basketball right around the corner. So once basketball starts, it's going to be excellent. A great time for sports. I'll see you in the next episode. I'll see you tomorrow.